Happy Thursday and welcome to today's vlog. I just received a custom order for a business who wants me to embroider their logo on a few polo shirts. They need to have the shirts by this weekend. I'm hoping to have them completed by Friday afternoon. The first thing I need to do is prep the shirts for embroidering. I transfer my design to the machine, and right here you can see that I'm changing the tension to make sure it's not too tight or too loose. I normally use a washable marker, but since the shirt is black, I have to use the chalk. The first thing I did was draw a line with my ruler to center the design. I normally go down 4 inches from the top to mark that spot, and then I make a plus sign. And then I grab my handy dandy cutaway stabilizer that I got from Amazon. I cut a strip off of that, and then I start to unbutton the shirt so it makes it easier to put inside the shirt. I like to grab a pin to hold the stabilizer in place while I put the hoop in. I typically have the grid line up with the lines I made earlier, and after that's tightened, it's ready to embroider. Right here, I decided that I was going to change the needle from a bigger one to the smaller one because the design that we were going to be embroidering is kind of small due to it being a 4x4. I immediately stopped the machine after I pressed go because I realized that the blue didn't go first, it was the green. So I had made the mistake of putting the wrong thread on. I'm glad I caught that right now instead of after it embroidered because we would have had to scrap the whole shirt. While the first shirt was embroidering, I decided to prep 2 more shirts. The polo finished embroidering, and now I had to trim all the loose ends that it left. The same goes for the back side. I have to trim all of the loose thread that was left behind. After taking off the hoop, I have to cut all the surrounding stabilizer. I do leave a little bit of space between the words and where I cut because if you cut too much, it will end up getting wrinkly the more times you wash it. It's also one of the reasons why I prefer using cutaway stabilizer instead of tearaway stabilizer. This is what the backside will look after your embroidered design. Once I finish cutting away the stabilizer, I flip it right side out and I make sure there are no rips or loose thread, and if there is any loose thread, I normally put a lighter to it and it shortens the thread. I use a lint roller to pick up any of the lint that is left on the shirt, and then I start buttoning it back up. I know you can see the mark that the hoop left, but don't worry, it's going to come off when I wipe the shirt down to get rid of the washable marker. Here I am working on the last shirt, and I just wanted to show you guys the rest of the shirts that I have made. I have made 4 white shirts in total and then 2 black shirts. I think the designs came out really nice, especially since I used the thinner needle instead of the bigger one, because I know I had trouble last time doing the EST part. It was really bulky and the design was just so small. Here is the finished design. I was able to finish it before they needed it. I want to thank you all for joining. Please remember to subscribe, like, and comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one.